Welcome to this e-GRO plant diagnostic video. Hi, I'm Brian Whipker, a professor of floriculture at North Carolina State University. In this video, we will focus on the 3 ways symptoms of phosphorus deficiency can occur with garden mums. So let's get started. Typical symptoms first appear on the lower or older leaves. That is because phosphorus is considered a mobile element. If phosphorus is limited, the plant can translocate or move it from the lower leaves to the upper leaves where it is needed. What we see with cool growing conditions is that the lower leaves turn reddish or purplish in color. The plant may also have a darker overall green colorization. A variation of symptoms can also occur during warm season production of garden mums. Instead of the lower leaf purple coloration that is typically associated with low phosphorus levels, a dull green coloration develops, as seen with the leaf on the right. With this view of the lower portion of the plant, the dull green leaves can easily be seen. If you turn the leaf over, you may also see a slight purple colorization on the leaf underside. As symptoms advance, the leaves begin to turn yellow and areas with green spots are visible. With advanced symptoms, most of the leaf turns yellow and then necrotic. In this slide, we can see the progression of symptoms. A normal green leaf is at the left. The progression of phosphorus deficiency symptoms began as a dull green colorization, becoming increasingly yellow and then finally necrotic. Now let's fast forward to when the plant is flowering. The question is, does anything different occur under these conditions? The answer to this question is yes. Let's look at a few photos from 2 operations which experience upper leaf yellowing and necrosis to explain this situation. As you can see in this photo, taken just after irrigation, the foliage has a blackish colorization. What is the first thing you would think of, though, when you're looking at this situation? If you're like me, the first possibility denoted by black leaves is a bacterial infection. But bacterial leaf infections typically begin on the lower foliage and spread upward with splashing water. But for the most part, the lower leaves here appear to be normal. Plants of the same cultivar grown indoors were fine, and only the outdoor grown ones exhibited symptoms. During the process of talking to the grower, we could not come up with any obvious cause of the problem. A comment was then made that the plants were grown without phosphorus. That then reminded me of a situation a few years back where deficiency symptoms of phosphorus occurred just under the fruit of an ornamental pepper crop. So we then decided that we needed to take a tissue sample to test for nutrient levels. The tissue analysis results determined that phosphorus was indeed low. The leaves contained 0.18% phosphorus for the plants grown indoors and 0.11% phosphorus for the outdoor grown plants. The lower end of the recommended range, though, is 0.25%. So this helped confirm that phosphorus deficiency was indeed the problem we were encountering here. A few weeks later, a second situation also occurred at another greenhouse. The grower was reporting upper leaf blackening. From this photo, you can see what the leaves look like after an irrigation. If the foliage was allowed to dry, the leaves had then a more brownish colorization. Also, with severe symptoms, the flower buds were also turning necrotic. With this second operation, they also had garden mums being grown indoors. These plants exhibited intermediate symptoms of upper leaf yellowing and necrosis. With more advanced symptoms, yellowing and necrosis developed on the leaves just below the flower buds. To help diagnose this situation, we also submitted a tissue sample for analysis. The results revealed phosphorus levels at 0.07%, which is below the lower limit of 0.25%. Therefore, this confirmed our diagnosis that deficient phosphorus was the cause. In conclusion, phosphorus deficiency was confirmed in both sets of plants. Keep in mind that phosphorus deficiency symptoms can take on 2 different forms. The first is the typical lower leaf reddening or purpling coloration. The second is a dull green or yellow discoloration which occurs with warmer growing conditions. In addition, to help make things more confusing, the location of the symptoms can manifest themselves at a different location if the plant is flowering. When the plants were blooming, the symptoms appeared on the lower leaves just below the flowers. In summary, fertilizing with low phosphorus levels can be used to help control excessive stretch, but a baseline level still needs to be supplied or deficiencies can occur with garden mums.